I'll be brief. You probably didn't even know I had I didn't even know I had anything to say. So, being the neighbor, used to live across the street. You get a different perspective, you know. And this neighborhood is kind of quiet. This is one of the first times I think when we moved in. Somebody that's traveled all over the place. It's one of the first times I've actually had neighbors that I felt comfortable enough to call friends and eventually feel like family, because that's what we really are. It's like family. And so I remember when RJ and Yolanda came, and when I first met RJ, and the thing you have to remember, I do believe you can tell a good tree bears good fruit. So you always knew that this guy was going to be special. But the person I remember, the little RJ, because you were about how old when you guys got here? 15. About 15, but I just briefly see him, you know, just very quiet, just kind of brief appearances whenever I came over, and I'm like, where's RJ, you know? Okay, you see him come get his food, and then he kind of go back off someplace or whatever, and it's like, okay, where's RJ? And then the next thing you know, it's like, okay, well, RJ's getting ready to go to college. It's like, okay, really? And where's he going to college? Well, he's going to the University of Baltimore. And it's like, RJ, the big thing for me is, I guess the thing for me is, I can't believe how quickly time has gone by. It's been fascinating to watch you grow up. I remember you just a shy, quiet teenager, and so I get to live mostly vicariously through what your mom is saying and stuff. But you're incredible. You are amazing, and good job you. Good job you, but good job you. Good job, because this is what I know. And so it's not to be funny, this is what I know. Good job you, good job Art, good job grandparent, Mr. Abner. I mean, this is the beginning right here, and it plays out. And then you got loving aunts and uncles and relatives and cousins, and like the guy said, the family really has an impact on how the individual turns out. And you got some amazing friends from what I'm listening to. I mean, how cool is that to have these guys? You know, you make good choices with your friends. You make good choices with your girlfriend. You got a great job, a great future ahead. And I was talking to my mom about you, and I was telling her how proud. I'm so excited, and I know you're going to do great things. And I'm so proud of you. I'm so excited about you. And I'm glad I got to be a part of that. I really am. I really, really am. God bless you.
I'm planning on doing this. Okay, so I am RJ's Aunt Lisa. And I think it's significant because I met RJ when he was 15. So it's, what are you, 21 now? 22? Okay, so that would be 7 years. Now, when you go to a burgeoning adult and you say at 15, I want you to consider me to be family, and please call me Aunt Lisa. And he's 15. It's kind of unusual because you normally start that at about, well, if not birth, then 5, 6, 7. And I'm sure at the time, and I didn't ask RJ, it might have seemed a little unusual. But I think what I found the most touching is that it didn't take long for him to refer to you that way, and to Artie's brother Al that way, his Uncle Al. And that goes a lot just to who he is and as to what we have tried to develop in the Taylor household. To know that someone who is really embracing adulthood or young adulthood thinks enough of you to consider you to be a family member. And at that age, to refer to you as aunt and uncle, and I do believe to feel that way, because I feel that way about him. And congratulations on
Oh, me to go. Oh, I thought I'd be last.
No, you won't quite be last. Yeah, let you do that.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm his grandfather. I think he thought of me sometimes as the mean and brute. But I always loved him. And I always wanted the best for him. The only thing I miss right now is his grandmother. These two kept me from killing him a few times. Because I couldn't get near him for these two. Between my wife and my daughter, they had a fortress around him. And it just comes to the deep love that we have for him. He's always been a good kid. I tell you, I got billions of stories, but I'm only going to tell the good ones. When he was real little, me and my wife took him to a restaurant, and he was sitting in a basket. He was so quiet in that basket when he had his bottle. We were there for 2 hours, and the waitress said, at the end, she said, "You got a baby over there?" He didn't make a sound. You know, he was that quiet. You know, he was always, and taking him out to eat, good Lord, I don't care what it was, he ate it. He was never a problem. And in fact, he got a little older, we always wanted to get him a kid meal. No, that never worked. I had to buy him a meal. You know, the nuggets and all that kind of stuff. No, Papa, I need a meal. I want that steak you got. So, I'm just so proud. And, you know, to see him with options and a future and all these people loving him, he's come God awful a long way. You know, he comes from a kid that was so self-conscious, but he is opened up and he has blossomed like a flower to me. You know, I'm so happy that this here is going to be a strong man, and I know he is, because he has strong people standing behind him, showing him the right way. And I have to thank God that everything is turning out like it is. And that's all I got to say.
Oh, over here, Daddy, sorry.
It's okay.
I can hear you.
Okay, so we got somebody on the phone. Jessica, we're in here with a whole room full of people, and RJ's on the roasting seat. So I thought you might want to say some things. So you're on.
Oh. Hello, everyone. Hi, RJ.
Hey, Jess.
Although I guess, you know, now that you've graduated college, I should just call you Robert. Have you also graduated from RJ?
Either one is still fine.
What? I didn't hear.
Either one is still acceptable.
Okay. Well, I just want to say congratulations. I mean, this is huge. You've worked so hard. And I'm so sorry I can't be there. I'm actually just getting home now from teaching today. But you've worked so hard, and I still have memories of when we spent that summer together. And you were in New York and working hard. You've then done your calls with your business group and do virtual case studies with each other. I remember at the time you were very anxious about getting into Maryland's business program. And to everyone else around you, it was like a no-brainer that you would get in. You were very anxious about it and were working hard to do whatever you could to make sure you gave yourself every possible advantage. And clearly it has paid off. So congratulations. And, you know, I know you're going to keep up that work ethic in your next endeavor, which is really, really exciting. And there's really, nowhere to go but up from here. People still tell me, people at SBS, every time I come across them, they still mention your name and they remember you. Do you remember Lauren Vincent?
Yeah.
Yeah, she loves you. She actually just had a baby.
Oh, wow.
It wasn't his, was it?
I just got to kind of spend that time with you that summer when we returned to New York, and even though you drove me crazy in other ways, it was just nice spending that time with you and seeing you work hard to achieve your goals. So there will be a gift in the mail for you, a combo gift of Christmas and graduation. So coming soon.
Thank you. Thanks, Jess.
Thanks, Jessica.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Can you FaceTime me so I can see what's going on?
Yeah, we can probably work that out.
Oh, that's right.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna hang up on here and we'll get you on Facebook.
Morgan.
Morgan.
Okay.
No, we'll go together. Let's go together. Morgan, we're going together. Rose.
Oh, man.
Double trouble.